Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pig City Podcast. This is the baseball division segment, whatever we're called. But it is kind of repetitive because we are doing division drafts. And Teddy, tell us what draft we're doing today and walk us through it. Oh,
We're
wait.
gonna be doing.
You know what? That was very rude by me. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Zachary Ivy, one of your hosts. If you don't know it by now, please check out our other division draft videos. You can skip the AL Central one. No, watch it, but it was awful. Anyways, our second host is
Teddy Eller. All right, so I'm going to tell you all about the division that we're going to be doing and just what we're doing in general. We are going to be doing the AL West today, and so basically, pretty simple. We are going to be drafting players, obviously, for a league format for us to compete against one another. These players are all going to be from the AL West. We're going to be drafting the 8 positions in the field, a DH, and a starting pitcher. The twist is that we can only have a max of 2 from each team in that division. So that's where the strategy comes in, because obviously our players cannot, be the same players. So we're going to be drafting in a snake format, starting with Zachary for this draft. And these have been great so far, and I hope this one goes well for me.
Yeah. And you said this, but just to clarify, they can't be more than 2 people from the same team, and you can't just switch their position. They have to be eligible for only those positions. You can't just have all first basemen.
Right, and the eligibility that we have for these players comes from Fangraphs. So if there's anyone to yell at, it's Fangraphs.
Also, I'm going to take this hat off because it doesn't match whatsoever, but I like the Oakland colors, Seattle and Texas. I was trying to get all the teams in.
Hook them.
And hopefully after this, I'll feel like an angel. And if not, I'm not going to go that far. But yeah, Rangers. Okay. Wait, I really left out a team, Oh, because I'm going to beat your Astro. All right, I'm on the clock with the first pick. Come on. You knew it was coming. I heard somebody beating those trash cans in your apartment. All right. Teddy, I'm going to say one comment on this. We talked about this in one text earlier. I think there are 3 very competitive teams and 2 terrible teams. So I'm very curious your strategy on this. But
I would actually push back on that. I think there's 2 very competitive teams, 1 middle of the road team, and then 2 trash teams. But we can get into that on another episode where we're going to be doing our predictions.
Yeah, I think that's disrespectful to a team. But what I'm going to say is this. My first pick, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to take the best player in the division. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Really? All right. I'd agree with that.
That's also, some people may say that's a coward pick because now I'm putting the ball in your court. But hey, I think those people can go somewhere else.
Oh, my.
What?
All right. All right. Actually, I absolutely love that you did that, by the way.
Okay. Good.
But I'm going to go ahead and take my first 2 that I wanted off the board. Honestly, I had them written down as 1, 2. I'm going to take Rock, of course.
Okay.
Corey Seager. Love my guy, Corey. And I'm going to take Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman.
I love that you did that.
All right.
I mean, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say love that you took both, but I was fine with one of them going. All right. Okay. Now you're not going to be ready for these next 2.
Okay.
Since you did that, you left a little gap open. I thought you were going to go scarcity, and there is one team in this division that, honestly, with all due respect, and if there's any fans of this team, I don't think you'll be offended because you agree with me. They're so terrible. I feel like I need to go ahead and get one of them on my team. Shouts out to the Colors. I don't know if they're moving to Vegas or if they're not moving to Vegas. And you're not ready for this, brother, but I am taking pitcher JP Sears.
was I was not ready for that. Wow. That's not bad though. Smart to get the athletics out of the way, to be
They're
honest with
so
you. I
bad.
also was thinking about doing that. So yeah, smart though.
Yeah, I mean
Smart.
they're so bad that like
And there's such an
now,
outlier in this division too
yeah.
that that's actually rarely like an important thing to do. That
Now,
yeah.
I will say I did punt a little bit because um my next pick's gonna be tough. I knew I was taking him because I needed to do that. I probably would have taken Bregman here because I know who I'm already taking there, but I don't need to go third base because
I've already gone third base.
correct. But what I am going to do is I think I can wait. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this locked up. It does force my hand a little bit at another position, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we're going to go with Mike Trout.
All right. So that is going to be your DH.
Yes, which the risk in that, again, we'll get into all the rules and everything, but if he does not DH a lot through the first half, if he's still not eligible, I may have to make some moves with my best
Right.
player. So I could lose
Right.
him, but hey, I have a half of Mike Trout. I'll
But
live
I
with
think
it.
the injuries last year, obviously Mike Trout means so much to the Angels that I do think he will see plenty of time at DH. Even though he is a good fielder, I think I mean they can't afford him getting hurt again,
Yeah, I mean,
especially
it's
with
not,
no Shohei.
yeah, they don't have a DH there that they have to
Right.
push.
They don't have another choice. So I like that pick. I honestly had him on my list and I would have taken him in one of these next two. So good pick. But one player that I am glad still got to me is, and I'm already going to take my last Astro. I'm going
Okay.
to take Kyle Tucker.
Okay. That was where I was curious if I should go there or not because I knew there was a chance I wouldn't get him, and he is an absolute stud.
Yep. So very happy with that. Um, and so I know what this is going to be because of that. Oh, I do want that, and that can go.
Actually,
That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I still want that. So I need to go. All right. So I'm going to take left fielder Taylor Ward.
that's a very good pick.
Yep. You taking Trout, I did not want you to have the next best available Angel because then it would
That's
obviously leave me with problems.
I don't think that's controversy, but I think it's debatable. There's another
So,
there's another that I very
yeah.
much believe in.
Oh, so we disagree there. I know who you're talking about, but we do disagree, even though I do like him. But I am happy with my first four. All right, ball's in your court now.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little, looking ahead math here. Um, I know I'm going to have him. I just love that part of our pods. Just I know I
I
have him.
know, trying to not say,
I know I have him. I know I have him.
yeah.
Um,
So that's happening.
so see, that's
These.
where it gets real tough. I think I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do, Teddy,
All right, let's hear it.
and I'm going to go with. Does that frost me though? You know what? I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with the guy from my home state, catcher Cal Raleigh,
All right, I like that. I like Cal. That is someone I definitely had on my short list.
and that's partly why I took him, just because I knew you had to still have another Mariner,
You know,
which I am done. If that helps
I
you at
don't
all.
even. I was about to say I don't even have a Mariner.
Um, all right, he's locked. He's locked. So okay, I mean this is hard because there's three players I really like, and I'm only gonna probably be able to get two of them. So I'm going to go with second baseman Marcus Semien,
All right.
an absolute beast.
He is an absolute beast.
Struggled a little bit to start the year, and then just came into his own and was instantly dominating. He's also one of those guys. Just also, we'll get into the again scoring later. He's one of those guys where just any given day he can just win you the matchup if you were playing like in a conventional league. He's insane.
All right. Yeah, no, you're definitely right. He is a beast. Someone that I had on my short list. Um, oh man. See, I thought I was gonna be ready for these next two.
Well, that's why I took him because I couldn't decide. And if you decide, it'll make it a lot easier for me. But I'll probably be mad either way.
Okay, actually, I do know all about what's deep is I don't have to take him right now. That frees that up, which means I don't need this,
Oh, I know what I should have done, dude.
or that.
I really know what I should have done.
I don't need to take that now. And that'll be number two there. So that's gone. That's gone. There's my two. So that makes two. That's already two. That makes two. That makes two. And I need two from here.
I I'm not trying to give anything away, but you potentially could really frost me.
Something's not adding up on my sheet though. So I think you're wrong. I think I have frosted myself. So I
I'm
think I
not really
messed up.
I'm not really
Um,
I'm not really keeping up with yours.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is I need to get this shit figured out. Sorry. Sorry for cussing.
It's your life, buddy.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, what if we don't have someone else to pick there?
I know what happened. In my short list, I overwrote some stuff. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's not
Yeah, I think I only
good.
have one path here, so
I hope. Oh. Okay, I frosted myself.
I kind of did. I can still work my way out of it only if it works out perfect.
How did I screw this up? I say I want him here. Oh, wait. Okay, I figured it out. Actually, I'm good. Because there, then that and that. I can double check this stuff. Boom, boom. So that would mean that I'd have to do this in this position, which I am happy with. Okay. I know where I messed up. I messed up with like a utility player. But okay, actually, I'm very happy about this draft because I have everything I'm going to do because I am going to take first base because that's the only thing
Okay.
I need to lock up now. And I am going to take Ty France.
Yeah, I mean, best first baseman in the division.
Can just
I
undo
I
that.
I took Cal Raleigh instead, but that's a good pick.
All right. All right. And then, I mean, I'm double checking, but you can't take any of these guys. Definitely can't take him. Definitely can't take him. You definitely can't take him. So I'm good.
I think we're both free.
Yeah, I think we're free. So with that being said, I'm going to take my favorite of the remaining, and I'm going to go catcher Jonah Heim.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah, I couldn't decide if I wanted a certain combo of catcher first or the one you got. I was about 55-45, but I think I'm going to have to change mine up.
All right. Well, ball's in your court, and honestly, I can rapid fire my last four as
No,
soon as you're done
let's
with
don't do
yours.
that
Well,
because
I'm saying
I'm gonna
no. I'm saying whenever you pick your two, I'm gonna be able to spit two right back at you.
well,
So
yeah, I mean, and they can't be interfered with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick ones that I know I'm already taking, just to make it
right.
a little more clean. All right, I'm gonna go shortstop. Zach Neto. Shouts out Campbell Nation. I think he has an extremely high ceiling. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue about him or Taylor Ward, but I think they're both
I
Taylor Ward's
think
better currently.
Neto was. I'd say his first month was very promising last year. He was he has a lot of room for improvement after how the season ended with the last few months. I think that the problem is I don't see him being an everyday starter for them, and when he does, I think he's going to be like a bottom of the lineup kind of guy.
I
So,
I think he's going to be every day. Love the
well, I
guy.
think, yeah, I mean, I like him too. We obviously all went to Campbell. I just saying, like, you know, I would like to see what he showed when he first got called up, not what he showed over the majority of the season towards the end.
So here's where I'm really struggling here, Teddy. I can't really ask you because I mean you can, but
I mean, I'm set. That's a great feeling, by the way.
yeah, I am too, except for there's an issue I have with a certain position. Um, that I think I don't have a choice really. Like I genuinely don't think I do. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the next best player I can take, and it's not letting me get who I really wanted, but that is left fielder. Um, what? Let me make sure I say his first name correctly. Okay, it is Chas McCormick.
Chaz McCormick.
Yeah. Obviously a lot of big parts of that lineup, but I do think he's very good. There was a left fielder I wanted more, but kind of couldn't take him.
All right. So those are your two. So I'll go ahead and spit my two out that I had on the ready. We have Esteury Ruiz,
Okay. He's fast.
on base machine last year.
He
And
steals
that
a ton.
and he steals a ton. So he's getting on base. He's
I
obviously going to be
saw
stealing,
I
and he's
saw a
one of
graphic.
the very few athletics that are even worth taking.
He's very athletic. I saw a betting odds that he has the projected for the third most stolen bases in the National League. So American League. Sorry.
That's what I say. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my other athletic then, and that is going to be a young guy I really believe in. Do you know who I'm taking?
No.
All right, I'm taking Zach Galoff.
Okay.
I really believe in Zach Galoff. He showed a lot last year. Actually posted a 2.6 WAR last
Yeah.
year, and he only played in 69 games.
Yeah. I
That
mean
I mean,
he
that's
came up and
crazy.
he instantly raked. But
And
I
and on
I
that team, he's going to be an everyday starter.
yeah, I didn't calculate that you hadn't taken a second baseman, so I had no idea where you were going.
Yep. So those were my two. I got my next two lined up and ready.
I Again, I think I'm missing something, bro. Let me write this down. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So I have three positions and
You
three
have first
missing.
base, third base, left field.
No, I already took left field.
No, you didn't.
I just took Chas McCormick.
Oh, that's true. So you have right field. Sorry.
So first base, third base, right field. See, I don't know how I want to do this. This is
One,
where I still have a choice.
you have a Houston Athletic, and you have a Texas.
Right.
Houston, Oakland, Texas.
I'm gonna go with Seth Brown. Shouts out.
That's not Seth Brown. All right, so right fielder, Seth Brown.
Um, Not the best numbers,
Congrats on
but
getting married.
he can hit. So
Or Seth Brown, not that's like Seth Brown.
shouts out to the 1-4 scale. That's kind of Seth Brown's game. Well, not really single or homer. It's kind of out or home run. And so yeah, this is where
First, third, Houston, Texas.
I mean
Oh,
yeah,
that's kind of funny.
yeah. I mean this isn't bad. This was if I was to rank my best pass from the beginning, this is like number 3 on the list. So I'm going to go
Oh, I know how you're gonna take this.
huh?
I know how you're gonna pick this. So I just already put it in.
Yeah. Well, how many picks do I have right now?
One.
Yeah. Um I'm gonna need your help pronouncing both names, I believe.
All right. So what position? Wait, both names.
Well, I have 2 picks left, but Yeah. The last name for both.
Okay, so I'm actually wrong. Huh.
Oh no, I don't. I don't need your help with one of them. Sorry.
Okay, I was about to say that actually.
I see what you're saying. All right, fine.
I was about to
First,
say what?
fine. First base, Jose Abreu.
Okay, that's
Fun
what I was thinking.
fun fact about Jose Abreu. Okay, allegedly, when he made it to the United States, he said that he consumed his passport. He actually ate it because he wanted to stay here so bad. So
Little tall tales with Zachary.
I didn't make it up.
I didn't say you did.
Not
Um,
not my favorite pick there. He actually is like low on my first baseman ranks, but so I feel weird having it. You know what? Let's finish the draft, then I'll talk.
all right.
Sorry.
So yeah, that's why I was very confused because I see the third baseman. I'm like, okay, maybe you do need my help pronouncing it. The first baseman, I was like, wait, if he's going who I think he is, why does he need my help? But anyways, for my two picks,
I'm an idiot.
I'm going to take starting pitcher out of Elon University, George Kirby. I mean, he
I
is.
was I was very curious if you were going to go Luis Castillo or Kirby.
Yeah, I mean, the Mariners have two aces. They
I
honestly have like identical stats from last year. It's kind of crazy. It's so close. That's what I was debating whenever I joined, like you joined the call, was I was literally debating those two players, and I just went with the younger guy who could still improve versus the guy that is pretty much just going to be steady the way that he's been.
mean
So,
A Cy Young contender. Dude, I just want to say I was about to talk to you about how much I love George Kirby, then I realized Luis Castillo is one of my favorite pitchers ever. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And
I
then my
thought there was
last,
a chance. I thought there was a chance we both waited on Mariners long enough that we ended up with both of them.
yeah, I mean, if there was a way. So for me, my last pick is going to be DH Brandon Drury.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays around the field, then sure. Again, the Mike Trout DH, he's a decent player. That I mean, it's your last
Yeah,
pick for a reason.
right. And I think that I mean, who's their other second baseman? Rengifo? I think Drury will be their DH, and then the days that they want Trout in the DH spot, I think Drury's bat automatically puts him at second base, and Rengifo gets the day off.
The
I
good
just
the good news
Fangraphs
is you don't have
has
to decide when to play him or not, because that
that's
would be
true, but yeah, Fangraphs has him playing quite a bit. I, you know, like you were saying, my hand was kind of forced because I could have went a different way, but yeah, I
all right.
wanted George Kirby, so that's how
Well,
that situated.
I picked first, so you talk about your team first.
Well, you do have one more pick.
Oh, yeah, true. Um, gosh, I want to try it, but
You can
no,
try it.
help me out.
It's Josh Young.
It is Young. Okay.
Yep.
I've said so many things with Y's that I felt like I was just making that up.
Joey Gallo. So yeah, I'll talk about my team.
All
Uh,
double L's are Y's. Josh Young, third baseman. Welcome to the squad.
Incorrect on the double L Ys. Uh, Catcher, Jonah Heim. Love Jonah Heim. First base, Ty France. Second base, Zach Galoff. Third base, Alex Bregman. Shortstop, Rock. Corey Seager. Left field, Taylor Ward. Center field, it's a hard first name to pronounce. Ruiz from the Athletics. Estuary. Something like that.
I think that's an American word.
Right field, Kyle Tucker. DH, Brandon Drury. And my starting pitcher is George Kirby. And I'm going to get the direct pronunciation for
All right.
Ruiz.
Yeah, while you're doing that,
Estuary.
yeah,
Estuary.
I didn't know if it's Uri or Uri.
Estuary.
Uri or Yuri?
Estuary. Uri.
We'll have it better next time, guys.
Estuary.
And girls. So, looking at your team, I don't think it's a bad team. I do think it is way higher variability than your other team so far. Kind of the path you chose, but it's a good team. It has definitely potential and it has solidification as well. It's not just risk. So, we talked about Brandon Drury. Ruiz. I
I'm
mean,
looking.
if Ruiz can improve at the plate at all, like he's going to be really good. You ended up having to go with, well, no, I mean, those are
The
really
only
good.
thing I'm not in love with this team is Brandon Drury, but 6 of these 10 are very, very solid for me. I have absolutely no worries with them. Zach
Well,
Gelof, I am super high on. I think he's going to be
okay.
a
I was going to
fantastic
say,
player.
yeah, I'll transition with him once you're. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say about your team.
He didn't even play half the year, and he still racked up a 2.6 WAR in his first year.
That's true.
I believe in that guy so much. He's going to be batting middle of the lineup for Oakland, maybe even at the top. Um, I'm so excited for him. And then, Taylor Ward, if he shows any of what he's shown in the past 2 years, he's going to be good. Yeah, Esteury, he's more of a defensive guy, but like you said, if he can improve any at the plate, his speed kills, and
Yeah.
he's going to be given plenty of chances because again, the athletics. And then George Kirby obviously is a beast, but Brandon Drury is just the question mark. But my hand was kind of forced because I really wanted Galoff, and yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one of these. Whenever we rank them ourselves at the end, we may have some disagreements, but yeah, I like your team. Anything else? Because I kind of want to transition with Gilloff.
Go through your team.
Yeah, I am, but remind me Gilloff at the end. All
All
right,
right.
so at catcher, I have Cal Raleigh. I think one of the best young, promising catchers. He's in that I'm not going to say he's better than Adley. I'm not going to do that. I don't believe that, so don't get offended. All of you Orioles fans and Adley fans.
Me.
But when I say he's one of the best catchers in the league, that doesn't mean he's competing with Adley. But he's one of the best catchers in the league. First base, Jose Abreu. I think his better days are behind him. However, he has low pressure. He maybe can believe in stuff. They have, not making a joke here, they legitimately have great coaching and great productivity at the plate. They don't really have players that they believe in and bring in that just fall off if they decide to keep them and play them. So
That's
I'm
true.
just believing in the Astros, really.
Well-ran
Second,
franchise.
yeah, they're insane. Is it 6 or 7 straight ALCS appearances?
Crazy.
Like,
Crazy.
think of how dumb that is. Second base, Marcus Semien, who was also in the ALCS last year, but advanced. I love Marcus Semien. Former Athletic, correct?
Yep.
And then third base, Josh Young. Thank you for not making me look stupid. He can hit. I mean, not as consistent, but I like him. I actually had him as my second third baseman, so probably with decent value there. Shortstop, Zach Neto. I freaking love him. Neto. We'll find out how to say that from his family later on. But Campbell grad. Obviously, they have big promise for him. Some guys don't explode right off the scene. I fully believe in him, but
It's
I'm not. I'm not going to say I'm not biased.
it's Neto, by the way.
I know. I corrected myself. Left field, Chas McCormick, another solid
Pause.
player. Center field, Julio Rodriguez. I mean, I hope he doesn't get too much attention right now of MVP votes because he's that dude.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
Honestly, I thought there was going to be some controversy coming into this because if you weren't taking J Rod, I was going to take J Rod, and I was going to have the comment of, I just took the best player in the division, and I thought you were going to hit me back with some Trout talk. And Trout's still very good, but J Rod has just gotten to that level now.
yeah, he's here.
He's so, so good. He's electric. Oh,
Yeah,
I love watching J Rod.
yeah, one of the best players in the league and one of the most fun to watch as well.
Absolutely
Um,
agree.
Seth Brown.
Shouts out.
Every team has a weak spot, but
Okay.
you know there was only one other right fielder I really would have wanted anyways. Couldn't get him.
For the record, Seth Brown's my Arsenal brother, so careful.
Look, I don't know if you're talking. I assume you're talking about the actual Daniel Seth Brown, but if you're talking about this guy also being an Arsenal fan, that's just weird, and I don't really know what to do with that.
Well, you'll never know.
DH Mike Trout, I mean, one of the best to ever do it. And then starting pitcher
Yep.
JP Sears. I don't plan on him getting a lot of wins, but he's got some nice stuff. And maybe when they do win, he'll decide to be on the mound.
Yeah, the only thing that worries me about JP Sears is the team he's on. Like, I think that does
Yeah.
matter for pitchers more than anything else. So, yeah, we'll see though.
Look, we'll get into this later on with our predictions and stuff, but I think the Rangers have a big weakness on their team this year, and I know it's division within each other, but I wish they'd trade for him, to be honest with you. With all that being said, I mean, obviously you got Neto, you got Abreu, and Seth Brown, but like, I don't know. I really, really like the way my team looks.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
there's a couple people I thought would have it on here. Here's a comment I'll say: almost every single position, I was fine with getting a Rangers player there.
Yeah, I mean the Rangers are very good. You said they have some holes, and I mean what holes they have, every team must have because
No,
they're so good.
Just pitching is all. That's what I was
Oh,
saying.
okay. Yeah.
That's why I
I
said
get it.
JP Sears should be traded there.
Most surprising thing about this division for me and like our prep and everything is just how strong that Seattle Mariners rotation is. It's crazy. And obviously, like I said, we will get into this in our division predictions, but it had to be said. They have like two aces and then
Look,
a guy that would be an ace on 30% of the teams in the MLB. Like,
that's why I
it's
said
crazy.
there's 3 very competitive teams in this. You said only 2, but we'll save that for another pod.
Well, you don't know what the third one is.
All right, true. Obvious omissions. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of good players left out on this. Let's start with the obvious. DH, maybe the best DH in baseball.
Yordan Alvarez.
He's going to be top 5 in WAR this year across the league.
He's going to be so good. I mean, I took my Astros very quickly because third base, I didn't really want another third baseman. Josh Young is very good, but I definitely wanted my Rangers somewhere else, which I got my 2 Rangers I wanted. I wanted Jonah Heim and Corey Seager. So I'm very happy with that. But Yordan, I mean, if there was another Astro to be had, I really wanted him. He's so good.
And here was my plan 2. I said I had 3 plans. If I wasn't going to force your hand in center field, I know you were fine getting Ruiz, I would have tried to get Taylor Ward and Yordan instead of Chaz and Mike Trout. I don't know who will have a higher collective WAR between those. I would probably lean Yordan and Ward. But Yordan's also just one of the best batters in baseball. He's insane.
And the whole thing about this is, if you're thinking about Yordan, you'd have to take away one of your Astros and plug in like in those other positions. And honestly, Yordan is going to be someone that, like, with an injury or a send down or whatever, he's going to be the first name that's probably going to be picked up.
Yeah, like if Mike Trout is not DH anymore. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I could have had an easy swap there if it had worked out with the draft and everything of Yordan and Taylor Ward instead of Mike Trout and McCormick.
Right.
But moving around the horn a little bit, third base, no big misses.
I was kind of worried that you're going to take Corey Seager, and if you were, I mean, I would have been happy with J.P. Crawford. I think he's a stud at shortstop, and so I think that's a big miss because Seattle, in terms of their position players, their bats, are not the best team. So I think a huge guy like JP is, I mean, I would say that he's their third best batter on their team.
I don't agree, but
who do you have ahead of JP that's not J-Rod or Ty France?
Kyle Raleigh.
Kyle Raleigh just strikes out too many times, low batting average. I know he yeets the ball, but in terms of just pure hitting, J.P. Crawford, yeah, I mean, he rivals Ty France even.
I'm not saying I'm just also thinking when I listed my Mariners to obtain based on other shortstops, I felt I needed to get Kyle Raleigh more than I needed to get Crawford. It wasn't a direct comparison.
Yeah, I mean, and let's go to the catchers. I do want to pronounce his name correctly, but the Astros catcher,
Yainer.
Yainer.
Yeah.
He's a stud. He's a stud. Looking up his pronunciation, I mean, he posted a 3.2 WAR, 282 average, 308 on base percentage, and a 128 OPS plus.
I mean, the Astros just.
128 OPS plus for a catcher
I mean, the
in today's
Astros are just
MLB.
different. I will say, if you believe
Crazy.
in just players panning out and being healthy, Hoppy could have been a fun angel. I mean, Jose Altuve not getting picked, and honestly, Seattle, a bat we didn't talk about that's going to help them, Jorge Polanco, sliding him in there. Very good pick.
Also, I just want to say 29.6% fly ball percentage, and yeets it everywhere. 28 pulled, 21 oppo, 52 center. I think that's actually a huge miss by us. Yiner.
There's a lot of good players left. We haven't even got Altuve,
Really?
Polanco.
Yeah, actually, I'm not high on Polanco this year. I don't think Jorge Polanco is going to be anything. But Altuve, yeah, that's a miss. I think it's just
Polanco just gets hits.
Nathaniel Lowe. Yeah, Nathaniel Lowe. He's good. He's very good. He's
the Angels' first baseman. I don't know his pronunciation, obviously, and we're going a little long here. Sorry, everybody.
Shanier.
But he is going to have a chance. I mean, Angels players.
He's gonna have a chance.
Yeah, in the outfield, Taveras coming over. I don't really believe in him that much.
I don't really believe in him.
Adolis Garcia. I mean,
he's good. He's
fresh
good.
off the postseason, insane run. He's going to be very good.
Evan Carter.
Honestly, Evan Carter's the biggest miss on the whole thing. And if you've been watching these drafts, if this isn't your first one, he's the exact type of guy I want to have on my team. Just a young, little blimp of greatness. Absolutely insane.
He had kind of like a Cinderella kind of run in the postseason. So,
if I would have taken,
obviously postseason matters more and it's harder baseball, but I didn't really have him as someone I really wanted to take. I really wanted Taylor Ward in that position, just because I do want to see him put together a season first. I do very much believe in him. I think he's going to be fantastic.
Look,
but
you believe
is it going to be this year?
Geloff.
Well, Geloff actually showed out in a way bigger sample size last year.
But not as meaningful a moment.
That breaks.
Not as meaningful a moment. All right, we can argue Carter versus Geloff whenever you want. But I would take Carter every day of the week. Guys, place your bets, Geloff versus Carter. Thanks for listening. That was
so disrespectful. Geloff actually played in more games than Evan Carter had plate appearances. But okay.
Well, I didn't say he didn't.
It's okay. You're crapping on my pick. It's fine, man.
No, I'm not. I'm crapping on me.
You don't believe in Geloff. You don't believe in Geloff.
I believe in Evan Carter.
Fine. All right. Geloff's better than Neto. Thank y'all for watching. Zachary, take us out.
Freaking fake Campbell fan. As the famous words of Teddy, we love y'all.
I'm just not biased.
Okay.
Love y'all.